Giggity, 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 oh god! What's up, YouTube? We're back again, episode 2. We got a whole lot more shit to drop. I just dropped him like 100 more red honors so he can fill up his storage, but I didn't want to fill up his inventory during the video, so yeah. We're gonna go over to, because I did that last time. We're gonna wait. We're gonna drop a few red honors here and there, and then at the end we'll drop a bunch. So, we're gonna go back to Cliff of Despair. Right now he is level 196, and we're not in party yet, but we will be soon. Alright. Almost. As soon as he gets back here. I could freak him out. Sorry, I had to. Okay. I'm back. I had to just one-shot him real quick. Oh, my name's Green too. Like, I got penalized for that shit. Like, you bastard. What the fuck's wrong with you? He was so low level. That was kind of fucked up. Alright. I'll go through the teleport places and shit for him afterwards. I can show you guys where they are too. Alright. First, we're going to head right over to the gargoyles and gather a whole lot more and get him as many levels as we possibly can. Let's drop a bunch of red on us. Boom! He's like, what the hell, man? I have literally dropped this guy like 200 red honors, maybe 250 total. Maybe, something like that. So he's probably just like, this is insane. He's wearing a +7 sword, probably +5 armor. He says, you're crazy, dude. I know I'm crazy. Look at this bastard. He thinks he can get me with that wizard shooting me with lightning skills. We ain't gonna do shit. We're just gonna gather him around. Grab the rest of these fuckers. It's all good XP. Plus, again, as I've said in previous videos, always make sure you use a drop scroll here. It's good money. I'm not gonna be looting. I'm gonna let him loot. He's watched my East Lad farming videos, so he knows what to do with the loot, I hope. Let's drop a couple red honors just for fun. Click. And he'll loot it all, but you can make 300 million Lenny per hour out here. And that's pretty much a minimum. If you farm out here for 3 hours, you should make 300, or 2 hours, you should make 600 million Lenny. An hour, 300 mil. That's minimum. I've made... the most I've made out here was 2 billion in 4 hours, or sorry, in 2.5 hours, and that was because I made a bunch of level 7s and a bunch of 6.5s, and I ended up making right around 3.5 to 4 billion. I was almost making 600 mil, 700 million an hour for 3 or 4 hours, but that's lucky. Generally, 300 mil an hour is minimum. 400 to 500 million an hour is a generally lucky run. 600 to 700 million an hour is a very lucky run. We're getting a little bit of lag here. That's why we decided to stop. But as you can see, I do have 300% drop rate, but this is an insane amount of loot. Let's help him loot it real quick so I can at least drop the stacks. And you can see a little bit of what it is. Alright. We're gonna grab all of these as fast as we possibly humanly fucking can. There we go. And then we're gonna drop it all so it's nice and evenly stacked. And then a couple more red honors and a couple more red honors. Alright. This is, your videos are hilarious. Holy balls. Giggity. He said balls. Alright. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go all the way around again. Wait for this respawn. Actually, I'm sure they're gonna probably respawn up here first. But it really doesn't matter. We killed it all at once, so we're probably just gonna sit next to the street and wait. I'm gonna get in my corner like the prostitute that I am. Let's go. There's my corner. Right there. I know it because my pimp says it's my corner. This is my corner. Hey, boys. Giggity. We're just gonna wait for this spawn real quick. It's almost there. Alright. We're gonna start all the way down here, and we're gonna go all the way around and around and around until we're dizzy and puking everywhere and the creatures die purely from the smell. Or we're just gonna go up and around and kill them all with fireballs. One of the two. One of them's gonna work better than the other. Alright. Almost. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds. Alright, we got it, we got it, we got it. I think it's all spawned. We're gonna go up this beach and take one giant circle. You know what I mean. Uh-oh. Your hair color. If my pet says anything about my hair color, that probably means he's hungry. There we go. And now he's licking something. That's gross. Ooh. You've been so nice to me, master. I know I have. I know I have. I've given you mushrooms since you were a little dragon. Well, no, I didn't. Someone sold to me this at a level 76 dragon. But hey, I've been giving it mushrooms since then and never know it could have been given mushrooms this whole time. Nothing but mushrooms his whole life. He doesn't even know what he is. He's been tripping balls since he was a baby. For all I know, I could look like his mom. He's Puff the Magic Dragoning right now. And I look like the Magic Dragon. But he's already a dragon. So I am mother. Alright, now we're gonna stop here. It's a little laggy. Let's fuck these guys up. And then loot as fast as we possibly humanly, insanely can. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't think he's really used to the style of looting insane piles as I am. It's all about hitting shift with 2 fingers and clicking the left button as fast as possible. Another red otter in that one. Alright, we're gonna go back to the edge of the street again and wait. This is like if the laziest way of farming it. Admittedly, I could do that top half right there while we're waiting for this bottom half. But fuck that. So I'm just gonna chill and wait for the next spawn. Kind of take that little break in between. Maybe I'll kill this bastard. I thought something was attacking. Maybe that was my dragon. I thought that was... Oh, there he is. I knew there was something. I'm like, I thought there was something attacking me. There he is. Now he's dead. How do you like them apples? Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna drop this. Just for fun. Shits and giggles. It's funny. It's like every once in a while it just takes him a second to realize there's red otters in front of him. I think he's following me right now. There we go. He's like, oh wait, there's red otters. Alright. Are they spawned yet? Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's make sure he's crafting this properly. Crappy. Crappy. You should keep that. And that's crappy. This neck is G9 and PSA and PA. Get those 2 to 4 and sell for no. Or get PSA to 6 and if it fails, Ceph shards for 500 each. He still has a bit to learn with that, because with the physical skill attack, if he does want to do this one, physical attack, you could just try physical skill attack to 6, and if it fails, going to 6, it'll give you 6 shards at the cost of 6 Ceph gems. Shards are worth 550,000 Lenny each. A Ceph gem is worth 150,000 Lenny. Yes, it's a cheat. Basically, drop all your Ceph gems into 1 stat jewelry, or drop set choice into anything but only 1 stat. Then anything you break, you get Ceph shards for every Ceph orb used. Therefore, you get 550,000 for each Ceph orb of choice. So, if you get Ceph for 200k, burn them in rings and things with 1 stat, you basically get 550,000 for 1 Ceph gem. If it breaks going to +5, then you get 5 Ceph shards with 5 Ceph gems. So 5 times 200k equals 1 mil, for 5 times 550k equals 2.675 mil. Alright, there's a formula to everything in this game, you just gotta know the formula. And it's complicated at times if it's explained quickly or whatever. Just watch the East-Lad farming videos and things like that. I kind of explain where red honors, blue tiers, Cephs, and Ceph choices are basically always free as long as you want as long as you have the time to break jewelry with it. Or another way to look at it is if you're farming Ceph choice here or Ceph, just break 1 stat jewelry with it, or use Ceph choice to break 1 stat at a time and just break the jewelry. Anything that makes it to +7 or something, cool, sell it for 150 million. Most likely nothing will, but that's kind of almost a good thing, because now you've thrown a bunch of Ceph gems into 1 stat jewelry and a bunch of Ceph choice gems into multiple stat jewelry and gotten 200 Ceph shards, and shards are worth 550,000 each. It theoretically turns Ceph gems and Ceph choice gems into the same category of shards, 550k each. You burn them all while you're out here, and you can even save up some jewelry so when you get the Ceph choice bags afterwards, you can burn those too. Or you can get more for your money and just get a bunch of Ceph bags and burn your jewelry that way and save a whole lot of 1-statters. Alright. And now that pack is dead. What level is he up to? 197. Not bad, not bad. I probably loot a lot faster than he does, so I figured I'd help him out with the looting. And a few more red honors in that pack. As if he needs more. His inventory is going to fill up with red honors. Alright. Probably going to hang by this street right here and wait for the next pack. Dropping a bunch of red honors like every pack, just like whatever. Add a couple more after every little bit, and every little bit it just fills up his inventory just a little bit more, because his looks worse than mine right now. It probably looks just like this, but with jewelry up here, orbs right here, gems right here, and a small little spot here that he's operating loot with. It's guaranteed that's what his inventory looks like right now. He's got 1 row, which means 13 spots. So, roughly about that, you know. I was almost right. He's got this little box to work with. That's why I'm kind of looting it, so he's got the stack. So I'm going to stop dropping red honors. and just drop the raw loot from this place, because you can operate with that a little bit if you're only keeping the good jewelry and shit like that. And as long as you do the right things with the Seth and Seth choice gems, you can just really operate with almost no space in here. It's all about, like, a lot of people say, oh, well, you could go back to the storage and drop off your jewelry and reforge and shit like that. It's just, yeah, but then that takes multiple trips, and you got to calculate each trip and how much you're earning for the time spent. While in this trip, we're literally going to go in it with nothing and come out with 300 or 600 million in sellable product. That's it. You don't have to do multiple steps. There's nothing else to do. Now, you could take the jewelry made in this video and reforge it from there. And if you do have reforging, it'd be far better to just, in this video, make it all about crafting good jewelry using your sorcery gems, your magic gems, and your divines, and then reforging those. And you'll make a ton of money that way, because you can reforge 666 jewelry and make billions a day. But that's what reforging is. And I think next season I'm going to start making a video about reforging, just for the pure fact of it is a huge money-making formula involved in reforging. But it's a bitch to get reforging up. Which it means I'll probably do reforging on next season, but I'll do a tutorial video as I do it for anyone who wants to do it. But I'll be able to sell jewelry at a pretty decent price throughout the whole server. It might not be worth competing with me and just buying from me. Assuming that, you know, it's not too difficult for me to say, fuck this. Enemy did it, so there's a good chance I'll be able to do it. It'll just be a bitch. I know reforging is not going to be fun. But, hey. It'll make a lot of money, especially if I start off on the beginning of the season. Alright, he's pretty full on loot, so let's go back. He's level 198. Not too bad so far. Luckily that teleport is right here. So what the other thing about Cliff of Despair, it isn't that far of a walk to go back when you do fill up. If you want to fill up on like craftable jewelry and just get a whole lot of craftable jewelry and then come back, you can do that, plus farm Seth choice gems and Seth gems and orbs, and you can still make 300 mil an hour and have a lot of jewelry to work with later, and then work with that jewelry and make another 300 mil, 500 mil an hour by working with jewelry. Alright, so we're gonna pop back, and he's gonna go to his storage and back. Alright, empty and come back. Back to Cliff. I'll be there. I don't know, it's time to go right back to Cliff, and I'll be sitting there waiting. He shouldn't be that long, but for the meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe and shit like that, you know. Learn all you can. I'm looking forward to Season 3. I want to see what they do with the new content. I think they're, from what I was talking to Masta about, I think they're introducing, like, V4, maybe. He didn't say that directly, but he's saying there's a whole lot of new content coming out. And we were talking about V4 before, which is, like, a whole new dungeon. And a couple other places that might be moving into this place. They could even come up with new armor or weapons. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm curious to see what happens. A lot of people get worried about the fact that Season 2 ending, we're going to be sent to try, and then Season 3 we're going to have to restart. And people look at it as a bad thing. It's not. If you think about it, Triumphant Server is filled with a whole lot of players that have plus 10 weapons and plus 9 armor. With this last season, they introduced grade 12 weapons and grade 12 armors. So now we can make plus 15 grade 12 armors and compete with these plus 9s, because technically the grade 12s are now better. And we can fight the players that are on Triumphant Server and actually take the Ghost Castle and things. If there was no new armors, if you were a new player, the only way to compete is to get a 10-9 set, and that's just ridiculous. That'll take you forever. So otherwise you won't ever go to any PvP zone ever, until maybe magically you get leveled enough. And the problem with that is a lot of high level leveling areas are PvP zones. So nobody levels on try. It's terrible. But with the new gear, new weapons, new ways of getting it, higher level dungeons, and the ability to solo your way up without getting into areas that players can kill you in, giving that ability, meaning you could literally farm your way up and craft your own way up in a month from nothing and fight somebody on Ghost Castle on Triumphant server. You might not win it, obviously. He's got way better jewelry and things, but theoretically you should have at least a standing fight to take a few hits and to maybe finish off killing the king and farm the castle for an hour. If you fought like hell and had a couple players with you. And that's only after a month. It would take you months to do that on Tri server without all these new upgrades. So Season 3 is going to come out. We're all going to start fresh again. And then when Season 3 ends, we get all these characters to go back onto Triumphant server with all of our loot that we got in the 3 seasons. And we now get to fight Triumphant servers, all characters. Like everybody's characters that they have on Triumphant server that is the best of the best. For 3 years of just gathering shit. Some characters on there are just untouchable. But now they can be fought. If you understood any of that, seasons are a good thing. It's just, it's going to suck if you join at the end of the season. You only get to play for a month or so and then you got to restart. But at least it gives you that time where it teaches you the game. Then you restart knowing how to level. You blast right through the first little bit of levels. You actually are in competition with the top players because you joined when they joined. And now you're fighting with the best of the best. And now you got the best kind of show around of turf battles to see where we're really at. And then you get to end Season 3 either to make another character or to just use that character or use the character made in Season 2 and fight on. Alright. On my way. 30% to 198. I just turned 180 like 20 minutes ago. Oh, nice. Let's do some more. I'm going to start off by dropping some red honors, because why not? He's like, Willy with the red honors? Yes, I have to. Alright, we're already buffed up and everything's ready to go. Let's grab some more. He's level 198. So I wanted to try and get him to like level 210 in this video. He freaked out when I said that, so I was like, alright, that kind of sounds like the right number to use then. Because he started off at like 186 or something like that, and I wanted to see how far I can get him real quick, as well as get him a whole lot of loot and a bunch of red honors to make his armors. Dropped him some drop scrolls, XP scrolls, stuff like that, you know, just to get him started. After today, within a week, he'll be farming on islands and shit like the rest of us. Maybe a week, probably even just a couple days, as soon as he starts selling stuff and making some new armors. And now to grab the bottom of the field. This is where the real sexual stuff happens. Yeah. Giggity. Now this is where all the good stuff is. You really just don't need to go anywhere else but this big field and just keep going in circles. Like the most efficient, technically the most efficient way and easiest way even, is just do what we were doing earlier and clear this patch, sit on the street, wait for the respawn, do it again. You do get a little bit more loot if you grab the mobs up on the top while you wait for this to spawn, but I don't know, I feel like a lot of times when I get back to here, the whole pack is already spawned. So if they're spawned for a good minute, I could have probably cleared that whole spawn during the time I was clearing that little spawn up top, and almost been back in time to do the next spawn after that. So I basically almost missed an entire spawn or a half a spawn, so I could clear a smaller spawn, if you understand what that means. Like, it's just better to grab the big spawn, wait for the big spawn, grab the big spawn, you know, just keep going at it. It'll be much easier to manage, and it'll also be a lot easier to manage the loot, so you can actually work with your loot while you wait for it to respawn. it gives you that perfect amount of time to work through, like the Ceph gems, the Ceph choice, upgrade some jewelry, sort your inventory, stuff like that. Of course, if you watch my videos, you can realize that if you sort your you can sort your inventory while pulling things. Let me drop this right over here. And then I can show them how to get where to go afterwards with the tainted land for all those orbs. You got all your orbs on you, right? Those orbs we will take to tainted land and change for. Cool. Making sure he's getting a ton of orbs. He should be. He should be at quite a bit of orbs. I'm averaging probably I'm thinking I'm probably giving him about 400, 500 million during this video, maybe less, over everything. So that'll get him started quite a bit. I'm not really going to pull these, I'm just giving it time for a second. Well, I'm going to grab these and go start heading down and grab the rest of them. But I figured I might as well. Alright, now we can head back down. Always make sure your mana berry is up, just in case you do get hit. Now, if you're at my level, then don't even bother, it doesn't matter. I just do it for appearances because it looks cool. We're just gonna gather all these. That's what I love about this spot. It's really mindless. Like, you can be stoned or drunk out of your mind and it really doesn't make a difference. Another person thinks I have a +10. It's not 10. And we're like, how can you stop in the middle of all that damage? I'm gonna see if he wants to see my gear. And of course you all can see it too, because I'll show it off. Alright, they're all dying. He says Canaran, which is somebody in our tribe, stole all of his gear. To ask the tribe about that. I'll ask him about it. See what he says. Might even get me kicked from tribe if I ask too many times. Like, hey, stop asking, stop accusing of them being stealing. Alright, so we're just gonna go around in a giant circle again. Alright. Right about now they're actually respawning, so it kind of came at a perfect time. What level is he? 199, almost 200. We're getting there. Hopefully he's got the XP scroll still up. No, wrong button. There we go. Alright. Right here. Seems like a good place to kill everyone. And a nice little slaughter pile. And drop. Not getting a ton of XP anymore. Still purple. Cool. I don't remember when the megas turn to farmable. I thought it was 200, but it could be 210. Ooh, I could be wrong. Could be 220. I'll have to check in a little bit. We'll do a couple more pulls here. Get at least 200. Again, you don't actually have to attack anything here. You just do it every once in a while. I don't know why. I think it's out of habit. I think I've given it right around the right time for them to start respawning. So I'm just going to go up here and around, and they should be spawned. Like the whole big pack. Alright, let's see. Always got to make sure that pet's good and fed. Last thing you want is for it to die. Especially now, once it's reached level 80, if you're a subscriber, it costs 100 TC to revive it if you starve it. And if you're not a subscriber, it costs 200 TC to revive it. So, yeah, that's a lot. $20 just to revive your pet. Don't starve it. You can let it die from you dying, but if it dies from starvation, you're fucked. Especially at level 80. It's a bitch. You can only revive it from hunger so many times before it was worth, you know, way more to just buy another pet. But just don't starve it. Much easier pack of loot to work with. I'm gonna go see what color the Gargs are right now. Or the Megas are. Let me know what color things are. Gonna see the gargoyles and the not the gargoyles, the bones, that's what they're called, and the megas. Bone. Alright, see if we can get a couple bones together. might be able to level him up with the bones, and then more with the megas. As soon as the megas turn purple, it'll be a good spot to level for a little bit. But we just need to get a whole lot more bones. I don't remember exactly where the bones spawn. I might have to bring up a little map for East Lad real quick. Yeah, that's gonna be over here in my pictures, right there. Alright, so either we can go down here to the trolls. That'd be a 194 to 200. Might be a little better. I really do want to find more of the bones, though. I don't think the trolls are going to get us any more. Okay, Gargs for longer than Mega when they go purple. Alright, so we're going to do Megas as soon as they go perk. As soon as they go purple. But for now, they are still red for him, so no XP. A little too close to there. Let's just kill all these off real quick. Grab that bone since we're already here. Damn it. Damn Jersey Devil. Just gonna sit here and kill them all real quick. There we go. All dead. Goodbye. Oh wait, the Banshee's still alive. Time for you to meet your demise, Banshee. Later. Alright, we're back in business. We're gonna head back to the gargoyles. Apparently they are still red. We're gonna do a little bit more on the gargoyles, maybe 200. We'll check again right after he levels, which I think is 1 or 2 more pulls away. And then we'll check back with the megas at 200 and again at like 205 or something. Uh-oh. My e-cig has no battery life. After this pull, I'm going to have to go get batteries. Or not. My awesome girlfriend's going to do that for me, apparently. While I pull the rest of these mobs. Alright, we're gonna stop right... Well, no, we're not lagging quite yet. Let's grab the rest of this. Might as well get a nice little pet going. Did the logo go on when you put it in? No. Don't hit it so hard. Okay. It just has to be clipped in there. Alright. Thank you. Love you. That's the stuff. Slaughter this pack real quick. And then super speed loop. If you actually use your middle finger and index finger on the shift key while left clicking, you're theoretically pressing shift like insanely fast and clicking, so you're basically looting like 4 times the speed as normal. And of course, for him, that means all those orbs and shit get stocked into one pack. Alright. The only one who had my password. Mod said can't do anything because I gave him my sword. My password. Well, yeah, if you give someone your password, it's too late. Oh, never give someone your password. You're inviting it at that point. Yeah, but I have nothing on try either. I've got nothing on try. Like, on try server, I have a level 298 blade, but I broke all my shit when I left, so I have nothing. I thought it was a private server. So I wasn't expecting to come back to anything ever. But, yeah, I have nothing on try at all. So, it's not too big of a deal. Even if I had something on try, it wouldn't be this good. So, I would have probably already surpassed it anyway, because my 298 blade still wasn't geared like this. It died a lot less than this, but this is different and farms faster. Plus, I'm not level 298. If I was 298 with this guy, I wouldn't die nearly as much in PvP. He says that he paid him to level his character and gave him his password, and he took his everything. I'm like, well, yeah, that might happen if you give somebody your password. You're kind of inviting that. Don't do that. Because admittedly, now that guy sits there. And if you're going to do that, put all your good items onto another account, and then let him have that account for the said period. Change your information and all that, and then put your good items back on it. If he's going to level the character, he can gear it up. Or he can level it with shit gear. He doesn't need level 10 weapons or level 9 weapons and shit to level. So that was kind of your mistake, but I'm sure you've already learned that. So no reason to rub salt on it. I don't know where he went. Oh no, he's out of the party. I think he disconnected. That's not good. We're gonna wait and see where he goes, if he comes back on. Still offline. Still in a video. Another 5 seconds, I'm gonna end this one and do episode 3. But we'll have to do it at a later time. Unless he logs in right soon. Come on, log in. I don't think he's gonna log in. I think he got disconnected. And maybe he's having an issue. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to cut this video here. And we'll continue it on later. See y'all next time, Turf Battles. Play Turf Battles. No.